Good morning, church. This is my first time attending the streets of Abuja. I came all the way from Lagos to Abuja to testify of the goodness of the Lord in my life. 7th of October 2023. I joined the church online. Pastor Jerry was preaching about God has delivered us from the snare of the power. So we prayed about it. And then in October 10th, 2023, I was on my way to work earlier than usual. I boarded a keke. It got to the bus stop. So from the bus stop to my office was just one keke ride. So I got down from the keke and then waiting to collect my balance. Not like I was on the road. So the keke was parked by the road and I was on the pavement. Just before I could turn, I noticed that a car had riding, like I saw myself on the road. It happened that a middle-aged woman was learning how to drive at that time. So she was driving, one had shut up on the driver's side. Instead of her to actually brake, she was actually accelerating. So it was the keke that I got down from that actually stopped the moving vehicle. They were trying to pick me to the government hospital. I told them that I wanted the hospital close to my office where I'm familiar with. So when I got to the hospital, that was when I noticed that both my legs were seriously hurt. I went to the hospital. The doctor said I had laceration of the tendon calcaneus. And in my mind, I'm already like, this is a blow because I work in a healthcare company where we are into prosthetics and orthotics. So prosthetics actually artificial limbs. So in my mind, I'm already like, this is a pneumonia application, and I'm going to be using a pneumonia prosthesis. The devil wanted me to be a partaker, but God sent me. I was moved from that hospital to another hospital where I had a surgery of my left leg. They were addressing both legs just to find out that the right leg that they were thinking is just a skin injury was actually T. So they were trying to find out what was wrong because the right leg was bringing out pus. So they tried removing the layer of skin that was covering it just to find out that it was deep. And the surrounding was already darkened and shriveled. At that point, Pastor Jerry always mentioned the leg will not be amputated.
That leg will not be amputated. That leg will not be amputated.
To the glory of God, my leg was not amputated. And then Pastor Jerry always said, what you are afraid of will not happen.
By the mercies of God, what you are afraid of will not happen.
So I was always holding on to the word.
Open one seal up.
I was holding on to every word. The glory of God. It did not affect my leg. I can walk well. I can walk. I can jump. I can do everything they said I will not do. For the first time, this is my first time putting on a heels for about 2 to 3 hours. I've not worn heels before. In fact, I'm actually relearning how to walk on heels.
Can someone give a big shout? What God cannot do, streams of joy. What God cannot do, what my Eroi cannot do. My name is Eka. I'm here to glorify God and testify of His goodness because I made a vow that when God does it, I will stand and testify of His goodness. On the 28th of December, I got a distress call from home that my father was bedridden. He could not move. He could not eat. He could not talk. He could not do anything. He was just lying down on the bed. He could not move. And then the same place, the same bed he was lying on was where he was pooping and he was peeping. And the news broke me. So I was now like, what type of sickness is this? So I said, not on my watch. I'm on NSPPD altar. So this affliction will not happen. So I asked them to get a doctor because he couldn't go to the hospital. The doctor came to the house and checked on him. They ran several tests and everything. The result came out negative. The doctor said there was nothing wrong with him. So I knew that this was the devil's plot, that this was the devil's lie. It was definitely a demonic attack. So I now told my mom, I said, we need to take this matter to the altar of fire. This is not ordinary. This is not ordinary. So the doctor now decided to, of course, he was going to do his own thing. He was treating and administering all the medication he could. But after several days, there was no positive response. I was not like, what is happening? What are we even doing? So I now told my mom, I said, no, we have to go to the altar. So on one of the days, I told her, I said, do you still have the mantle I gave you? She said, no. I said, okay, the wristband I gave you, it's also a mantle. Can you remove the wristband and put it on Daddy? So she did that. She put the wristband on him, and I said, okay, while you're there, just pray and say, Elroy, Elroy, Elroy 3 times. And then say, what God cannot do does not exist 3 times. And then place your hand on the floor and now say, oh, earth, you will not receive my husband until I say so. So she did that, and after that, we got off the phone, and I was fulfilled within me that God had answered our prayer. So the following day, when I called to find out what the station report was, my mom was like, that for the first time after several days, my dad got up that same night and went to the toilet on his own, unaided. What God cannot do does not exist. That was the first miracle that God did. And then the second one was that of the scrotum. While we were battling this demonic attack of a sickness, we're also battling enlarged scrotum. I was now like, what type of wahala is this? Enlarged scrotum from where? So I told my mom, I said, I couldn't even fathom it. I couldn't even imagine how big it was. I told my mom, I said, okay, God has done the first one. He that did that one is more than able to do the second one. Okay, so we're going to take this back to the altar, And then I told her, I said, please, can you remove the wristband and put it on the scrotum? She said, how will she do it now? The thing is too big. The thing is like 5 times the size of the wristband. I said, 5 times. He said, yes, now like 5 oranges put together. I shouted. I said, what? He said, yes, that the thing restricts his movement. He cannot even move and all of that. And that though it's not painful, it's not, because when she asked him, he said the thing is not painful. So I'm like, okay, what we're going to do is God, take it back to God anyway. And I told her, I said, I'm praying on the altar. While I'm still praying, you will be doing your own part. You administer the communion, everything you can think of that I told you to be doing, just be doing it. And then on this faithful day, Papa now mentioned our case. I can't remember the date. I think it was 21 or 23rd or something. It was on a mercy day, on a mercy day. And from the beginning of that mercy prayer, I just knew that particular mercy prayer was just for my family. Because every declaration, every prayer, everything was just diverted to what was happening to my family. So Papa mentioned, said God is showing mercy on those with enlarged scrotum, with God showing mercy on those with prostate cancer, with he just mentioned those things, and I now grabbed it. I ran with it. I was happy. I was like, God, thank you, you have mentioned it. So that day was on a Wednesday. On Thursday, I didn't call. I didn't call after that prayer. I didn't call that Wednesday. On Thursday, I didn't call. And then on Friday, the Holy Spirit now said, oh yeah, now, put a call through. And I said, God, I know you have done it. As I'm putting this call through, it's going to be good news. Because I was so sure, that I had gotten my word. So that Friday in the morning, do you know my Elroy? Do you know my Elroy? Streams of joy. Do you know my Elroy? That's Friday morning. When I called my mom, she was like, immediately she heard my voice, she was like, what God cannot do does not exist. Oh. I was like, Mom, what's in the happen? She said, what God cannot do does not exist. Do you know? In fact, she could not even talk. So I said, what happened? She said, Daddy slept on Wednesday with an enlarged scrotum. And on Thursday morning, Daddy woke up with the enlarged scrotum totally disappeared. Hey! Oh my God. I was short of words. I did not know what to do. I was like, God, so you have come to my house. Roy, you actually came the 3rd time for my family. You have done it for me. And I made a vow. I said, Lord, I will come and stand in the congregation and testify of your goodness. God did it for me. Do you know my Roy? What God cannot do just exists. Papa, I'm grateful. I am thankful. I am grateful. It can only be God. You don't know what you have done. I keep telling people around me, I say, Papa came to Abuja because of me. In fact, you have strengthened me. What I did not think was able. In fact, right now, I'm like the prayer warrior in the family. Everybody's calling me, oh yeah, pray, pray. God has done it. He has visited my family. And I am grateful. I've come to say thank you. May the oil on your head never run dry. Thank you, Papa. Thank you. Thank you for all your sacrifices. God bless you. God bless you, sir. God bless you. I love you too much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. What God cannot do does not exist.
Whatever God cannot do. Who wants that spontaneous testimony? Spontaneous. Slept with a large scroll. I don't know if you heard, 5 oranges put together. My God. He slept with it on Wednesday. By Thursday morning, the place was flat. It was flat, Give a big shout.
Good day. My name is Rachel, and I came all the way from London for this testimony.
She came from London,
And I came with my 2 kids, all the way from London, and it's by the grace of God. I'm that woman God has shown mercy. And that woman God has saved from death. I'm that woman Roy has shown mercy. I came from a family where we have untimely death. My elder sister passed away when she was in her 20s. My elder brother in his 30s. My younger sister in her 40s. For some reason, I felt I was next. Oh, Papa, I thought I was next because of the affliction that befell my siblings. The attack started. The spiritual battle started. I would sleep. I would just fall asleep and they would strangle me. I would wake up from sleep. The attacks, the panic attacks, the palpitations, everything, Papa, I wasn't sleeping. I would run from the house. I would see them everywhere. Papa, to the extent they attacked my 16-year-old. That's when I knew, no, I've got to do something. I packed my stuffs. I ran to the hotel with my 2 kids. I put them out from school for 4 days. The attack was too much. I wasn't sleeping. I thought I would die next. But today, I stand firm because God put it in the word of Papa, Pastor Jerry. I said, God, if you're truly God, put it in the word of your son. And the next day, God said, Papa said, that affliction, that pattern of death in your family will be reversed. That thing you're afraid of will never happen. Papa, the next day, oh my gosh, I started sleeping well. The panic attack stopped. I can eat, I can sleep, I can jump. And before then, I felt a being left me. It was horrible, Papa. If little me, if this affliction can befall me, spiritual attacks everywhere, I'll run. Papa, I ran from 0 to 100. It was horrible. If this can happen to me, what of Papa? Oh, Papa. I said, thank you. If not for you, I wouldn't be here. I was supposed to die last month, like my siblings. But I'm here saying, Papa, thank you. Thank you. And the pattern has been broken. The pattern has been broken. Roy! Do you know my Roy? Do you know my God? I serve the God that sees me. And my prayer has intensified. I pray day and night. I sleep with prayer. Day and night, early morning. My kids call Papa, wizard. And I call you are God's wizard, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. And I brought something from the medical team. I'm a nurse in the UK. I brought some medical equipment to say thank you. If not for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Thank you, Papa. What God cannot do, what the right cannot do, Thank you.
I'm not sure you appreciated this testimony. All glory to God.